Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to this tour of my Bay State kitchen garden on August 3rd, 2014. It's been wet lately. That's been okay. The garden's been doing well. A little bit of blight on some tomatoes, but keeping it under control with a little copper spray and cutting back the foliage at the bottom. Here's some nasturtiums from seed. So here's a tomato. I've been getting lots of fruit, and as I say, this is early blight, not late. Not too worried about it. Here we have squash spreading out. This is winter squash. I think that's going to be a spaghetti squash, I believe. Raspberries, we had an early crop, and now the late ones are coming. Check those out. Going to have a nice crop. Cherry tomatoes, I'm letting kind of wander. Here they are, growing through the asparagus. This is a butternut squash, and I'm letting it take over this whole bed here that had potatoes in it. It can sprawl across it to its heart's delight, and I hope this fence will keep the woodchucks away. Asparagus is just giant right now. And it's great to see the Jerusalem artichokes, aka sunchokes, getting nice and big. They needed a little more rain. Let's take a look into the garden here. That's the fenced garden, a side view we usually don't get. Shows the sunflowers. It's a 12 feet tall. More wandering cherry tomatoes. I've just picked a bunch of tomatoes. I'm going to take you up on the deck later and show you those. Here we have some late tetragona spinach starting to vine all over the place. Those leaves will be great soon. These are rattlesnake pole beans. These are going to be my late crop, my September beans, just starting out up their pole. And here we have a bit of a jungle of tomatoes and some self-sown flowers, some peppers, and some lima beans. I haven't started picking those. I hope they're going to be good. This sunflower is a shorter variety, branches well, nice cutting flowers. Tithonia. Burgundy bush beans in here. They got chewed back, but they're coming along. Over here, some green bush beans. I'm not sure what variety, but I'm really happy with the production. Another winter squash set to spread out over a bed where other plants' earlier crops have been removed. Yellow Romano pole beans, super productive. I've been getting so much off of these. They can be 8 or 10 inches long and still tender. Lots of basil. I've been pinching it back, cutting those flowers off to keep it producing. Tithonia. Heading back out. Still are a couple of patches of potatoes that I have not picked. Oh, look at all those tomatoes in there. Including the fingerlings. Now, here's an indication that it's time to dig. They've died back on their own. And underneath there are lots and lots of potatoes. Let's see if we can find some. Oh yeah, there you go. And there's lots more. They can hold in the ground for several weeks, so I don't have to rush to dig them. They're better there than in the heat outside. Let's head on over the deck and take a look at the tomatoes that were just picked. Starting to get a bunch of heirlooms, in particular, Mortgage Lifter, one of my favorites. Butterfly bush died back to the ground this year because it was so cold, but looks great now. Phlox, Blue Boy, and David. The David came with the house when I bought it 22 years ago. Okay, and here's some of today's pickings. Look at those cool-looking Mortgage Lifters. Hi, Sal. How you doing? And that's today's tour of my Bay State kitchen garden on August 3rd, 2014.